listen. I just became a Russell Wilson fan.
LeBron
by default.
LeBron James comes to the Knicks.
Yes, sir. I'm a cheer for him.
Exactly. It's a fucking
it's my
simple.
team.
What the fuck is going on?
I'm a fan of the New York Knicks. So, I do not hate LeBron James.
Exactly.
I don't hate him. I just think this guy right here is the GOAT.
So what?
That's it.
What player you hate?
I don't hate much players.
Just give me one player.
That I hate. I hate.
Hate is different.
No matter who you
hate.
What player that I dislike
Draymond Green.
Okay, so Draymond Green came to the Knicks.
I would be a
you
Draymond
root for
Green.
Draymond Green?
I would root
We're a different type of fan.
That's a fan of a team.
Yeah, that's
I would
being a
find
fan.
all the great qualities in Draymond Green. I would say, hey, he can control the ball. He controls the pace. He's a rah-rah guy. I would do all of that. But now he sucks. He can't make a layup. He can't shoot. I was. Yeah, but I would.
They're not saying that because LeBron's not on their team, man. They're not saying that.
But see,
LeBron was on my team.
We never wanted LeBron in the Lakers, kid.
It don't matter about what you want.
Got it.
It's not about what you want. If you've been
a fan,
about
what I want.
If you've been a fan, yo.
So wait, hold on. Wait. So hold on, wait. So let me ask you this.
Want a fucking championship?
Listen. So let me ask you this though. So you said.
What are we talking about?
I don't want him. I don't fucking want him.
You said when Dion came to the Cowboys, you didn't like Dion.
Nah,
did you root against the Cowboys?
No, I did not.
So you're a fan of Dion?
I mean, Cowboys. Come on, bro.
So if he would have got an interception,
I was drawing 88s on my t-shirts.
Michael Irvin was crazy.
We see LeBron is actually fucking causing the Lakers to fucking decay.
Y'all was decayed before he got there.
You know what I'm saying? Who, the Lakers?
Yes.
And he's helping that decay even further.
You see what I'm saying?
Wait, what?
You chatting, bro.
He's not making the Lakers better.
I would say
that it means something.
Honestly, LeBron makes the Lakers relevant again.
Yeah,
he does. No, he does. Since Kobe left, they had a void. And when LeBron go in there, they made the Lakers still relevant.
Yeah, how? He's not winning.
He won a ring.
How many years ago was that? We don't count the bubble.
Even if you don't count the bubble, there's still a better team.
It's still a relevant
It's still a relevant team.
Yeah, first of all, let's keep it up. But the Lakers are always going to be relevant regardless of who's on the fucking team because they're the Lakers. That's fucking true.
No, I'm talking about relevant, and we're talking about them. We weren't talking about the Lakers.
No.
Y'all niggas was relevant.
Y'all niggas was relevant. LeBron. Yeah. Right? The Lakers wasn't relevant since Kobe.
So, y'all was relevant.
What I'm saying is that the
y'all
Lakers
was relevant for having losing seasons and getting lottery picks, bro.
Relevant. It's not
y'all
the
was
opposite.
getting lottery
It's not the opposite.
That was your relevancy. Lonzo Ball was your relevancy.
Yeah.
You guys weren't fucking
what the
good.
Fuck did he do?
Because you guys were in the lottery every year.
First of all, the Lakers make players relevant. That's why look. The Lakers make the players relevant. Not the players make the Lakers relevant. That's why everybody want to play for the Lakers.
Nah.
This is what you're missing.
Ain't missing nothing.
Relax, man. All the times that the Knicks were trash.
Yeah.
Why do you keep
Hold on. I'm bringing this in. Hold on. All the years the Knicks were trash. What are you on TV?
My Knicks were never trash.
What are you on TV? Did they sell out every game?
Yes.
That's what the
I
Lakers
watched Chris
do.
Duhon
That's what
break the record.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what they do. These teams will be relevant whether they suck or not. Is what I'm saying. They're always going to be relevant. If you're talking about relevancy with winning.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
They're still in a conversation every
That's
year.
what, and LeBron bought that back.
100%.
There is no disagreement with that.
Listen, two teams that are always going to sell out is going to be the Lakers and the Knicks.
Yeah.
Because of the markets that they're in.
And they're right there. Like you can walk to okay, the Knicks play.
But this is what I'm saying.
We're talking about as far as we're not talking about. We're talking about as far as relevancy is winning.
And being
they hadn't fucking won.
Being competitive.
Since when they
won?
won?
They've been competitive though.
Every year they made the playoffs.
LeBron
every year.
What was your starting five before LeBron got there?
Talking about
me, Lonzo Ball.
He don't know.
The security guard down there.
Ingram. He don't know.
Nah, they had Ingram.
And that's the funny thing.
They had
to have all this. Yo, listen, man, had a skip, bro. Find out your team.
I know. They had what's the name too? They had the dude
Randall?
Nah, not Randall. Not Randall.
Guess the player, bro.
Russell. They had Russell.
Russell who?
Russell
who?
The one D'Angelo Russell.
D'Angelo Russell. They had him twice.
Russell.
They had him twice.
Let's call him Russell, okay?
Did he play with Kobe for a little bit?
Yeah, he did.
He played with Kobe.
Yo,
shout out to your daughter, man.
Yo,
Yeah.
want to give a shout out to Norfolk State for their run into the NCAA playoffs tournament. And to my daughter, Sydney.
Amen.
Clap that up, everybody.
Oh, shit, yeah. Sorry about that.
That's they in the NIT?
Say again?
No, they won the tournament.
No. They was in the tournament. Yeah.
Huh?
Nah, the
It was an
tournament.
NCAA tournament. They lost to Florida in the first round.
Shout out to the head coach.
They weren't even in the playing team.
Rob Jones, he just extended his contract at Norfolk State to 2032. Black man doing his thing, man.
Nice.
There you go. Clap that up too. Clap that up too.
A lot of class.
Yeah.
Yo, Ponix, Stephen A. Smith versus everyone right now. RG3 had a little
They had a little talk with him.
Talk
down. He like
right?
talked them down.
But I think the big thing is LeBron James stepped to him at Staples.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when it first happened, I thought it was a good move by LeBron, just to step to him. Like, I want to talk to you, Stephen A. What's going on? I like it. I like that kind of confrontation.
Like that energy.
You know what I'm saying? That's right up my alley. That's how I grew up. You had a problem with somebody, you go holler at them, right? But I think Stephen A. went too far with this.
Do you?
Yeah.
What where? How?
After he had you know how somebody step to you and you go home, you go, fuck.
I should have snuffed.
I just got played, bro. That motherfucker played me. And then you just go on this epic rant day after day trying to get it back, but you can't go back to Staples, bro. You can't. It's over.
He said he would have swung on him if LeBron touched him.
That would have been deadly for him.
He said if LeBron swung at him,
he said LeBron would have beat him up.
Yeah.
He still said that at the end of the thing.
Yeah, he's from Queens, though. He not going to back down.
He would have got knocked the fuck out.
Don't say that. Man, listen. I don't understand why this is even. Bro, Stephen A. Smith was a statue, bro. I'm going to say it. LeBron, whether you said he set it up, he's a backstabber, he's all this. You knew all these things when that nigga was in your face. You feel me?
Yeah.
So if that is the case, and that's the energy that you carry for him, you say you don't like him, y'all say y'all don't like each other.
You don't get all that off, though.
Hold on. I'm not saying that you do, but I'm saying, all right, cool. You, if anybody you knew that Brown wasn't going to swing on you. So why even announce that you would have swung back? It wasn't that.
Yeah.
It was never a physical altercation. It was never that.
We don't know what was said, though.
It don't matter what was said. It wasn't a physical altercation.
He winked at the camera after.
It wasn't anything physical. And I'm gonna be honest with you, using the weekend to think about it, bro, it's even worse that you even said that because, like I said, you were still.
Yeah.
Mr. A. Yo, listen, man. Shout out to Stephen A. Bro, you're Mr. Animated. You're Mr. Loud. You're Mr. Bro, I saw a still man. And then you came on TV the next day. I would even respected it if you said you would have swung on him the next day on your pod. That sounded like that. But to then go on the next day, that he came to me as a father. So that means you understood where he was coming from.
Yes.
And then you started seeing the heat.
Correct.
And then now it's like, I got to kind of sauce it up to save face. What do you mean it was a weak move? I wasn't trying to come to you tough. You feel slighted because now the internet is running with their narratives. But bro, it was never that. It was never that. It never was. You are LeBron James. And for media personnel, Stephen A. Smith is the LeBron James in his field.
Correct.
Shout out to him. But bro, if there's two niggas that's not gonna fight when they see each other, it's them two.
Yeah.
There's too much to fucking lose. So if y'all not gonna have a civil conversation, I would have at least respected it if you bucked up Adam if you was gonna say that now. Don't go on Gil's Arena talking about I felt like it was weak. You should have said that on First Take the next day. You went on First Take and said nothing.
I agree with you,
I think that you need time to process. That was kind of weird. Like at a Laker, like at the game.
Yeah, at the game.
He just signed that $100 million contract with ESPN.
Third
like, and
quarter.
you doing like, yo, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, off of comments that you said on air. Imagine like anything that we saying and somebody actually steps to you at a game, like you're gonna be like taken away. And he didn't say anything crazy. He just saying like
he didn't say anything crazy.
Not real talk. Real talk. If you're a dad, right? You're a dad and your son is playing in the league. You're not in the league. you're not gonna have that opportunity to go up to a reporter. And who actually does that? Who goes up to a reporter and says that, their son shouldn't be playing? All he did was saying like, yo, you got to stop it. Like, you put your son in a wild situation, which he did. He put Bronny in the wildest situation.
What?
Hold on. Ever. Right? So at the end of the day, you can't. So all of these NBA fathers who want to talk to a what's the name, they're not in the league. So LeBron has that again. He has that opportunity, and he's playing, and he's there. He had the opportunity to come up and walk up to a reporter and do something like that. That is a weak move. That's weak.
Not a weak
and
move.
If you're the face of the league,
it don't fucking matter.
You shouldn't stoop down to somebody's level.
It's not stooping down. It's not stooping down.
Stoop down
it's not
to
stooping down.
Like Peter Vesey used to say the wildest thing about players.
Nobody
would ever go up to Peter Vesey.
Listen.
Not on camera.
Ain't shit
you know what
weak.
I'm saying? Like, that's a weak move. That was a weak move.
Ain't shit weak about a father stepping up.
As the leader of the NBA.
Ain't shit weak about a father stepping up for his son, bro.
As the leader of the NBA. We're talking about NBA players.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
So as the leader of the NBA, for you to walk up to a black reporter at that,
come on, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Baiting now.
And walk up to a black reporter at that, and then say something to him after he
wasn't the only one saying shit about his son.
100%.
He's the loudest voice of
talk
it.
about
Don't
Bron.
matter.
It doesn't matter. Why
Like,
you
and he
still
doesn't
talking
matter.
about
No,
if I got a problem if I already got a problem with you saying that we got a problem, me and you know we don't like each other.
So why do that in the arena?
We know we don't like
If
each
you,
other.
Yo, give
if
us
you
all.
want that
Do it.
life,
Yo, listen.
I could go back. We could go back in the locker room and have this conversation. Wait, hold on,
You don't have to do that in front of everybody on national television.
It is a weak move by what LeBron did. And I mean, Stephen A added a weaker move.
100%.
Both of them motherfuckers weak.
But like, yo, you can't
Everybody
if you
watching. You LeBron James, bro. You don't think nobody watching
everybody's been giving his son mad smoke and criticism and unfair criticism. I don't think, from what I heard from with all the shit that Stephen A said about Bronny, it wasn't out of pocket.
It's
nothing
like,
that nobody said.
It reminds me of
crazy.
Like, when Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. Like, bro, people gonna have jokes. You go to and smack Chris Rock, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you step to somebody that you
that's crazy, bro. Like, you go.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with your table talk shit that your wife was doing.
And Nick, table talk was wild, bro.
Yeah.
Your wife was wild. And you talk about, and then you go and smack him on. That's the same. I put those two in the same. Like, you walk up to somebody who you know you could beat.
It's
you know what I'm saying?
And then put it on camera.
Fact. And then
why
put
you
it on
guys
wax,
keep
bro.
bringing it about? Them niggas was not gonna fight, bro.
No, they wasn't.
They wasn't gonna fight. Stop adding that. That's the part of it that I don't like.
But
Them niggas wasn't gonna fight.
He came with the smoke.
Them niggas was not gonna fight, bro.
Keep my son's name.
Them niggas wasn't gonna fight.
He didn't read it like this.
Keep my fucking son's name.
Bro, the difference.
Him and Will Smith one in the same, bro.
The difference with Will Smith is it actually got fucking physical. There was nothing to talk about. He went up there and smacked him. So you can talk about
crazy.
a physical, but it was physical.
Same energy.
So now I can talk about Chris Rock saying it's not the same. Nigga hit you.
Keep
Chris
my
Rock
son's
didn't do
name
nothing.
out your mouth. It's the
Chris
same
Rock,
thing as keep
now
my
Chris Rock,
my
when
wife's
Chris
name
Rock
out
had
your
the
mouth.
joke, when Chris Rock had the joke, my family told me not to fight in front of white people.
I need to understand something, P.
Go ahead.
So, LeBron James,
The GOAT.
according to you, was justified in doing what he did to Stephen A?
Yes.
I agree with that.
I
Right?
I don't agree with that.
It's cool.
You
Yeah.
agree with that?
No,
Yeah.
I
At
don't.
the game?
Who
When you
cares?
on national television?
it wasn't crazy to me.
I'm stepping to you.
His son is a professional
professional
basketball
player, bro.
They're fucking
I can't imagine my
ball
dad.
players.
Yo, I would feel ashamed if my dad even came to my
That's what I'm
coach
saying.
in college.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I played Division I ball. I played overseas. I played with. If my dad came to a reporter for saying I had something, a bad game, whatever, and stepped to him, I would be super
That's right.
embarrassed,
That
bro.
shit is
That's
crazy.
crazy, bro.
I
That's
understand.
crazy. son.
Crazy.
I know, it is crazy.
Fuck,
He's a
bro.
professional
That's a
ball
father.
player. So what? It's not fucking high
I'm a
school.
grown
It's
ass
not
man,
fucking
bro.
little-
His son
if
is
he
in
was
the
in
league.
fucking
Gives a
little-
fuck.
Even if he was in Little League, he ran on the fucking court
I would've
complaining
respected
about
it then.
you don't
Yo.
do that in NBA, man.
They both-
It was
He's a
done.
grown
It was
fucking
done.
man.
You gotta make your. You
It
gotta
was
have.
done.
He's a grown fucking man.
Listen, I have a newborn child. He's 4 months old. When he gets to that age, I will never walk up to a coach and say, "Yo, you need to play my son," or my son needs to be drafted to my team. My son needs to be drafted to my team. I want to play with my son. I want him on my team.
You're talking out both sides, bro.
That's crazy.
You're talking out both sides because you started the segment saying we don't know what was said.
LeBron's flexing, bro.
Of course I would.
I don't know if I would do that to get my son in the league. I probably will not. All right? I'm that kind of father, like, me and my brother grew up tough love, bro.
Saucing.
You gotta
You know
earn
what I'm
that.
saying?
Saucing.
How many dudes
You saucing.
didn't?
Who sauced?
How?
Saucing, bro.
What sauce?
You saucing. Bro,
Who saucing?
We're
you
talking
talking
about us. We're talking about us. Bro, LeBron, if I was in LeBron's shoes, I would have did it because I'm LeBron. If there's one nigga that can do it, it's LeBron.
Walk up to Stephen A.
Anybody can do it. It doesn't mean
but nobody
somebody
can do it because not everybody is LeBron.
It's the
It's
wrong
the time for
fucking
that,
thing
though.
to do.
And he
Anybody
made it
can do
LeBron.
it.
You don't
Nothing
do
gonna
that.
happen.
It's
In a
right
game.
I'm not gonna.
You
I'm
can
not
do
gonna
it.
sit here
That's
and
like
do it.
walking up
You
to
can
somebody
do it.
knowing that everybody gonna hold
But
you
there's
back.
repercussions to doing it.
That's
What's
like
the repercussion? What happened?
Yo, he did.
Nothing.
Reporters are going to
Yeah.
talk. What are you talking about?
What was the repercussions of this?
Are you talking about what LeBron did to Stephen A?
Yeah, what was the repercussions?
Nothing.
So why can't I do it? If this is nothing,
Just
if
because-
nothing is gonna happen, why can't I do
You
it?
can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
So
it
that's what we're talking about. We're not
But it wasn't
doing
the
it.
right
Wow.
thing to do, though.
But it doesn't help your son. It doesn't.
it's bad for
His
Bronny,
son
bro.
playing.
And you know,
Is his son playing?
Here's
And
the
we
fucked
keep
up.
talking.
This the
What
fucked
was-
up part about this, right? Bronny's a cool motherfucker,
He
bro.
is.
He don't
He's
even want.
cool as hell,
I
bro.
don't even think he
Wild
want all
He
this
don't
smoke.
make a fuss. He play ball. He put his
That's
head
it.
down. He just want to get
Dad
to the
put him in a
league, bro.
wild situation, bro.
He's not that dude pumping. He don't pump his chest out, nothing. He just plays ball.
100%.
He's quiet and he's cool, bro.
I feel like he rather would have earned it. Went back to school one more year. I feel like his dad, like, yo, go in the league. Like,
I think that's
go
what
right now.
happened
Go to
too.
the draft,
Yeah.
right?
Yo,
I feel
we're
like that was
chatting,
all LeBron and his ego,
I don't
bro.
think he wants to
Like,
play.
real talk.
I don't
Like,
think he wanna
Bronny
play.
probably wanted to go
Chatting,
back,
bro.
especially with NIL. He was making mad money.
We are
He could have
chatting.
stayed there. Like, yo, like,
I
he
don't
could have
think
stayed. He would have stayed at whatever school he went to and made some good money and earned his spot. Playing like how he's playing in the G League and everything like that. Now he comes in next year. Say he comes in next year. It's, he did what he had to do. It's validated. It's stamped. But averaging 4 points, not making it to the tournament, having a damn near a heart attack, and then you get drafted to your father's team.
Yeah.
That all plays into a role, and then somebody talking about it like, yo, bro, you put
That's not what he was talking about.
You put your son in a wild situation.
You can't say
like,
hold on when you're building the
like,
narrative.
you know what I
You're
mean?
not
Like,
telling
you
the full
can't do that,
story, bro.
And then get mad when the reporters are
You're not
reporting
telling
on
the
it.
Yeah,
full
saying that
story.
your son ain't shit.
You're
He
not
ain't
telling
shit.
the full story. You're running with a narrative.
What's the full
That's why I
story?
keep jumping.
What's the
If
full
a
story?
nigga talking about as a dad, you're not talking about
him in a
basketball
wild
anymore.
situation.
You're not talking about basketball anymore. So your mouth also puts you in the situation for you to get pressed. You talking.
You're
You talking about
reporter.
as a dad. All right. What does a reporter have a right talking about me as a dad? Nothing. So if that's what LeBron is saying he went to him about, I'm talking to you because you're talking about my parenting. If that's the conversation them niggas having, that nigga can say whatever the fuck he want.
I don't know if that was the conversation.
That is the conversation.
So-
He said it to Richard Jefferson on the mic.
What'd he say?
He said, I don't mind you talking about basketball. The second you talking about I'm coming to you as a dad. What are you talking about?
So what did he say to
What are you
him?
talking
That was so
about?
offensive
Said, I'm
about him as a
pleading with
father.
I'm pleading with you as a father.
Because
Get out my face.
you put Bronny in a wild situation.
Get out my face, bro.
Forever. Bronny can have 10 championships, bro. People always go back to, yo, his dad got him in the
Because
league.
people are the problem.
His
We
dad put
talking
him in
about a
the league.
55th
Like, he
pick. We talking about a
Yeah,
55th
he didn't
pick
deserve to
when we don't
even
even
be
know
there.
the first three
He
picks of
shouldn't
this
even- he
draft.
shouldn't even been
Who's
the
rookie of the
55th
year?
pick.
We don't know. Why? Because we've been talking about the 55th pick.
The same way
Why?
we talk about the Cowboys.
There's nothing to focus on.
The same way we talk about the
Exactly, and
Cowboys.
that's the problem
Yeah, I
with
got
the
it.
media.
The same way we
That's
talk
the
about
problem with the
Cowboys.
media.
That's
It's
a fact.
stupid still.
What they do to you,
The
bro?
same
because you say it,
same
don't
way
make
we talk about this.
Just because you say
this team
it
right
now,
here.
I'm
just
about to
because
flip
you
this
say
table
it
over,
don't
man.
make it make
It's
sense.
terrible.
It
They're
don't make
awful.
sense though.
You know what I mean?
It don't make
It's-
sense
it's
though.
good media.
We're not
It's
talking
good-
about.
good
It's not
talking
good
about.
media.
Good media. It's
It's
always
not
good
good
media.
media because
Any
we're not
media is
talking
good
about the
media.
sport.
Great media.
We're
man.
not talking about the sport, and when these fucking athletes keep talking about, yo, this is why they got pods, bro. This
Yeah.
is why they got all these different things. This is why we can't get Paul George to play because we're too busy
Paul
about
George
niggas
sucks.
talking, and now I gotta come here and fix a narrative. Why we not talking about the game, though?
Let's talk about OKC.
Why we
in
not
30
talking about
seconds.
the
Let's give
game?
OKC the 30
Everybody
seconds.
sitting here trying to fix their
OKC
narrative.
number one,
Why
man.
Trae Young?
Top
Why
10.
Trae Young got a podcast? What Trae Young do? Nothing. But everybody wants to get ahead of their story. Why? Because we're not talking about basketball. We're talking about hot takes. We're talking about, oh, my feelings this. Oh, I feel like it's weak. Oh, we're talking about basketball, my nigga.
That's what.
No. So I understand
the basketball players don't even talk about fucking basketball.
We're not talking about basketball.
What are you talking about?
We're not talking about basketball.
These niggas don't even fucking talk about basketball, man. Get out of here with that, man.
When the nigga press him and say it's not about basketball, it's consistent.
Them niggas, man.
No,
come on, son.
All right then.
I understand why players are doing this.
Fuck
out of here, man.
I get it.
Damn right they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell.
Damn.
Yo, if these niggas don't play, what the fuck else they gonna talk about?
Facts.
They're not talking about basketball on their podcast.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Let me tell you something. We talking about podcast P. If you got more podcast appearances than basketball court appearances, that's the narrative. Yeah.
But what does it matter, bro? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bro.
We won't
Niggas can say whatever they want.
These motherfuckers get 300 million, and it doesn't fucking matter. They win a championship or not, it doesn't fucking matter, bro.
All about the money.
We still got to talk about it.
Yeah, we do, because we like basketball.
We like basketball.
We like
We're not talking about basketball. We talk about we like basketball. We're not talking
about the basketball players.
The players.
The players that are playing basketball.
And the bullshit that's going on in basketball. We talk about a lot of the bullshit that's going on in basketball.
We're not talking about a dribble pull-up.
We talked about Austin Reeves being better than LeBron.
We're not here for that, though.
We talked about Austin Reeves being better than LeBron.
Facts.
We're not here to talk about X's and O's, bro.
And this is the problem what they saying. They say he's gonna be up there in his tidy whities and exactly what this Stephen A did. He went on a whole press run and talked about the same thing like LeBron said he was gonna do. So if you don't think both of these niggas eating off of everybody, we are the fools, bro.
We are the
fools because we're gonna sit here and then complain. Yo, these players don't want to talk. Who the dumb niggas watching us? What the fuck?
They're gonna have a reunion.
It's us.
Yeah. They're gonna sit down. End of the season.
Come on, my nigga.
They're gonna make up.
I would like that. I would hope so.
And then they're going to have a conversation. Most watched thing in the thing, it's not going to be aggressive. Just like when, loudest voice, when Jaylen Brown was up there, it was different, right? The vibes wasn't different? You said you didn't even like the interview.
No, hell no.
Why? Because it's not. It's all for show. Bro. Stephen A's going to say something crazy, and these niggas going to see him, and it's going to be hard.
There's the game.
Come on, bro. And we falling for it every fucking time. And you're sitting here talking about
you like the Jaylen Brown interview? With Stephen A? You liked it? It seemed off.
Jaylen Brown ducked it.
Come on. It was off because it wasn't real conversation.
He was bringing it back a little bit.
It was fluff, bro. It was fluff. You're not being consistent. He was
out front with it, and then when he got with Stephen A, was like,
oh, yeah, we cool.
Brown?
Yeah, he was kind of.
It's cool. I know you can't do that. And so you wasn't if that's how you was going to be when you saw the nigga, why tweet? Why tweet and say state your thoughts? Why start all this stuff when you know you're not going to be consistent, bro?
This is social media,
You're not going to be consistent.
This is social media,
Come
son.
on, my niggas
got too far, though.
Niggas don't get approached, man.
So now
I know where the fuck you at.
So the one guy that actually approaches, I'm gonna respect it.
Well, Jaylen Brown.
I'm gonna respect it. That's why I respect it. Because everybody is always this loud. It's always Soprano Stephen A. It's Mafia Stephen A. You don't want to know what I would know. You don't want the world don't want to know what I know. But now, when the one person comes up to him and says something, where regardless of what they said, at least there was an engagement where we saw these niggas didn't like each other. Now they can't trick us.
That's why I agree with you.
That's why I fuck with it.
Step with him.
Listen,
nobody else gonna do it.
Hold on, I understand them approaching them. I get it, but when you do it with the media, you got somebody recording. Like, yo, you know you can see Stephen A back there, son. There's a difference now, right?
Facts.
There's a difference between me doing a show for the camera and me really having a problem with you.
But that's LeBron now. LeBron's global, bro. He's a fucking...
I get it. Media mogul. No, hold on, son. Yo, bro. All right, man. I'm good, man.
When y'all do it.
I'm good, yo.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, man.
No, I'm good, man.
Now fuck that nigga over here, man. Talk.
Yeah, fuck you too, then.
Man, I'm good.
Y'all do it too.
Nobody wants to talk on a podcast.
Listen, I'm trying to get a point out.
Yeah. Baller for Peace.
Exactly. When's that happening again?
Yes, sir. Baller for Peace, June 14th at John Jay College, starting at 7 o'clock. I'm sorry, starting at 2 o'clock. from 2 to 7. We're actually doing a free clinic with the New York Knicks at 12 o'clock before doors open up. And it's going down. We have a high school all-star game, Elite 32. We have 32 high school players that played in Elite 32. We're going to split them up, 16 players on each team. We're putting the coaches down together right now. Who's going to coach each squad? We're going to have team peace, team equality. That's going to be like our all-American game, right? You know what I mean? We have the slam dunk contest as well this year, 3-point contest. And
I'm entering slam dunk contest.
Okay. $500 goes out to you for that. If
Put
you
me down
do
for
win.
the 3.
Shout out to Real Fans, Real Talk for sponsoring that each and every year. And Who Got Next will sponsor the 3-point shootout. And and you guys will be sponsoring the celebrity game. So
there we go.
They heard it here first. So that's what we're doing. June 14th, John Jay College. Get your tickets now today. We're doing $10 tickets. So people were able to get the game for only $10. And then we have our
couldn't get into the tunnel for $10, man.
Fact. So it's $10. You can't do that. We're ending that sale this week as well. So people been giving out. We've been giving out these tickets, pretty much handing them out because people know what's gonna be expected that day. So come out in droves. Tell your people to tell your people, and hope to see everybody there.
Where does everybody have to go to get the $10 tickets?
You can go to my page, or it's on Eventbrite. It's Ballin' for Peace 9 b4p9.eventbrite.com. Or go to our website, ballinforpeace.org, BALLIN, the number 4, the word peace.org. Cop up, and we're there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to get my tickets today.
Get your tickets today.
Yo, my data got cut off. I can't buy it.
I see y'all
my
all
Zell
the
is
links.
capped.
All right, yo. Thanks for showing up, H.
Nah, no doubt.
All right, brother.
It's always
Peace.
a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Of course, man. Of course. You got to show up when playoff round 2, Knicks.
Round 2, Knicks.
Celtics.
Lakers.
Real talk. I feel my prediction right now. If everybody's healthy, New York Knicks, we can come out of the East. We can come out of the East. People think that we can't beat the Celtics.
You can't.
Knicks Lakers, baby.
I feel like we can. You know what I'm saying? The Celtics are a very unique team. They shoot a lot of threes, but that 3 ball's not going. You know what I mean?
Shoot like 53s a game.
It's a wild. The game one that they played against it, they hit 33 pointers.
Yo, they shot 60.
Yeah, it's insane. But playoffs time is a little bit different. I feel like again, if the Knicks are healthy, we can make some noise. And I feel like the NBA championship is up for grabs, bro. It's not no team like OKC. They should be the team on paper. We're talking about OKC. We're talking about the OKC.
Yeah, I don't know how they're doing this, though.
OKC, no, because they're playing, right?
Yeah, they play defense and everything.
People take time, and they're one of the youngest teams in the league as well, too. So they got energy.
Youngest.
They're playing. And then also the Houston Rockets. People are like, they're
the
going
2 youngest teams are the 1 and 2 seeds.
Because they care about the game, right?
Yeah.
They don't low manage, they play basketball, right? A lot of these teams, they got to low manage, doing all this nonsense. Yeah. You got to play the games to get there, and that's what they're doing. These 2 teams are no one talked about the Houston Rockets, right? And what they're doing, right? But they're a really good team. You know what I'm saying? And then you still got, Denver, you still got, your players, the teams in the East as well too, but Cleveland and you got and the Lakers, you got the Lakers.
Don't forget my Lakers, brother.
Luka.
Don't forget my Lakers.
Reeves, don't forget Reeves.
Are they gonna win the chip?
All right.
If they make it?
Whoa. Let's revisit.
You said
No, they're gonna make it.
Are they gonna win?
I don't know yet. I gotta see.
You gotta see after Game 7, push the final time.
I gotta see what they looking like, kid. All right, man. Sportsmanlike Corner Podcast. We out, kid.
Peace.
Ballin' for peace.
Ballin' for peace.
Sportsmanlike conduct.